So for you guys just joining me, my name is Herman. I am the host and creator of a web blog called Habitat for Hermanity. Clever, huh? And I've also been on HGTV a couple times, House Hunters and whatnot. And I've been able to ramp up 11,000 followers in just about 9 months. And a lot of it was based on social media and vlogging. But I want to just take a little step back and talk about the culture at large right now. What's been going on for the past 10 years? Everything is about reality, right? When you watch TV, it's all about Big Brother, Survivor, American Idol. It's all about reality because the public craves authenticity. You know, back in the day, you would watch Walter Cronkite, for example, and he would just sit there and talk and talk and talk, but you didn't know where he stood. Nowadays, Glenn Beck, Andy Cooper, people watch people with opinions, right? And that's what people are tuning into. And that's the same thing with real estate. People don't want a kind of stiff realtor who's just kind of got their nose in the air and just as pretty and drives a nice fancy car. People want to know that you're human and that you're personable and accessible, you know? So vlogging is a terrific way to go about doing that. So it's very affordable too. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing this because it's a very untapped market. Like how many people here actually do video blogging? No one, right? So if you were the one person in town doing it, you would just dominate the market. Go for it, right? Now, blogging, you're like, oh, I already blog, I already do Facebook. Well, so does everyone else. If you go to every booth here, everyone's talking about social media. It's so last year. You got to go next step. Next step is video blogging. Really. I'm telling you as a Gen X wire person, this is where it's at. And the best part of all, it's very affordable. Now, I do my weekly blogs in a green screen studio with a cameraman and a crew, but I know I start that way. I started with a simple little camera, like, you know, a Kodak ZI-8. Simple. It's $140-something. You just shoot yourself at a broker's tour, at an open house, post it up on YouTube immediately, and all of a sudden you're going to watch people come in because people are looking for online content. Buyers and viewers. People are no longer watching TV anymore. Hulu, Google TV, everyone is getting acclimated to watching content on the internet. And you need to jump on that bandwagon, okay? Now, mind you, not everyone's a great personality like me. Okay, so if you got a personality like, of a dial tone, don't do the funny vibe thing. Maybe talk about graphs, talk about trends, talk about maybe if you're a soccer mom, talk about dropping off your kids at the soccer match and then going to an open house and balancing life. People will gravitate toward that because they relate to you. It's not about talking about the same old realtor bio. I hate this. Like, top producer, I'm a short sale specialist, I've been a native in the area. Everyone has the same thing. This will set you apart. Okay, and there's a billion things you can do on a video blog that's going to set you apart from the crowd. So, who else here does blogging? Blogging, right. So, any tips for blogging at all? I mean, how's that working out for you?
Bloggers pretty good, but we've got a very, very specific audience.
You have a very specific audience, right. So, what is that audience?
Realtors that market to doctors.
Realtors that market to doctors. Interesting, interesting. Wow. So, how would, that's a really great point, is that when you market yourself to a specific niche, that's what you have to hit. So, for example, doctors, right? Great. What do you have to do? What is your hobbies? Travel, right? People who are like resort people, people who have second homes, pied-a-terres. Perfect. And again, when you do video blogging, here's the thing. When people come to me and ring me on the phone, I know they already know all about me. They're already going to work with me. I know it already. Because they've already done their interview work. I cuts down my FaceTime with them. I don't have to sit there, do a little coffee, do a little dance with them, tour with them like 3 times before they find work with me. They already know who I am. So, grab yourself a video camera here from Kodak and get on it. All right? Any questions so far? No? Yes. How do I maintain my identity on YouTube so that when people see me, they know they want to use me or seek me out? Video guides. You know what? I don't, but maybe I should do this. And I'm sure, yeah. I mean, here's the thing about video blogging and maintaining yourself. What you're talking about is branding. Video blogging is just an extension of everything you've been taught to do. You've been taught to, do bus bench ads in the 80s. You've been taught to do flyers. You've been taught to do, Facebook now from a few years ago. And that stuff is getting really, really old really fast, okay? So it's branding. Everything is just an extension of who you are. If it's not authentic to who you are, don't do it. If you just don't know like to write, don't blog. Because when you blog about things you don't know about, you look like an idiot. No one wants to use you. It's the same thing with video blogging. You just have to be true to yourself, be authentic to what you know about, and talk about what you know. All right? Yes.
Do you generate income off of just traffic to like websites and things of that nature?
Repeat it.
Yes. Do I generate income off of websites? Well, yeah, it's commissions. When people see a video of me and they like me, they're like, oh my God, I'm going to call him. And same thing with being on like TV and getting yourself in the press all the time. People will always see yourself as an authority on the figure, and they're going to call you out and seek you out to do a deal with you. Secondly, there are such things as Google Analytics and monetizing websites and getting sponsors on board to your YouTube. And you can monetize that way too. So there's all sorts of different ways. But really, the thing about social media and vlogging, it's not about a direct money thing. Like, oh, post a video and earn X amount of money. It's about giving yourself freely. When you give yourself authentically and freely, that resonates with people. And they're thinking, you know what, they're not trying to stuff something down my throat. And I can trust this person, you know, and he's self-deprecating and beautiful, gorgeous too. Yes. Mm-hmm. When I first posted on YouTube, how did people find me? Well, I had a really big sphere. I sold a lot of real estate already, so I just kind of spammed them first. And secondly, it's just interacting with a lot of blogs. There's no easy way to kind of build up a social media following. You have to go onto different blogs, different comments, and interact. It's all about engaging the customer. Even when you're doing video blogging and Facebooking and Twittering, you just don't retweet something and hope someone responds. You have to ask, what do you think about that? Or I always say, you know, pop me an email, tweet me, send me a messenger pigeon, something. And you start getting like responses. And a little tip for you guys, you have to take little risks. Realtors are so afraid of offending people, but you have to be yourself. And if that means just being a little insightful, INCITE, and being a little off the cuff, people will say, oh, I don't agree with you, but they'll start talking with you, and then people will follow your thread, and then people will jump in too, so it kind of goes viral at that point. So that's what you got to do. Mm-hmm. Well, it depends what camera you get. If you get, like, for example, the Kodak ZI-8, I don't believe that one does, but that one does allow you to, I think, Facebook and YouTube immediately. And it's when you go to YouTube, for example, you can go straight away and type in the text. It's very easy. I'm not sure if you just start a YouTube channel, and you just press the edit button and you type in the text. All that's. Oh, good to know. Good to know. See, I'm still learning. So apparently there's software that comes along with the video that you can view text. Thanks for that question. All right. Yes.